All right, gonna do a trade recap today. I only took it on the evals, was on two, so I'm just copy trading these now. But it was on both combines. I don't know what else to say there. But it was on ES today, so it was actually a little bit different. But gonna go through it. Ended up being actually a pretty solid trade. So coming into the market, I'll start off on NQ. We had this 4 hour high that we were close to that we ended up obviously smashing through. So it was this 4 hour high that we were hovering below. It was yesterday's high as well. So it was this 4 hour high that we were kind of resting right under. We weren't super far away from it, but it was relatively far enough that you could have taken a decent trade at market open just purely on displacement. We kind of had this manipulation leg, first candle in New York Open, and then first minute of New York Open was down, and then we had this really nice displacement. So you could have caught this. Again, it's kind of hard for me to enter a minute after market open. I get it's a really strong draw, and we had displacement towards it, but it's still a tougher trade to take. Would have been like 60 points. Oh, no, not even close. 48 points, whatever. Would have been a pretty valid trade, honestly, from what I saw. But that was a pretty obvious draw, and we took it out, obviously, as you could see, within 2 minutes. And that formed a really strong SMT. So we saw at that time at 9:35, basically, we took it out. And if we go over here to ES, we see, or actually, I'll mark out that 4 hour high first. Probably should do that. Where was that 4 hour high? Oh, yep. Here we have this 4 hour high. We have our 4 hour high right here, and we can see that at that 9:35 candle we did not take it out, so we were short of it. So we had a huge bearish SMT. We were starting to see legs down. I was thinking this could be a pretty bearish move down. It's an hourly bearish SMT, but we also had an hourly bullish SMT, and we also, like I said, ES did not take that 4 hour high out yet. So we had this was AM. Jesus Christ, we're dumping. This was AM low here, and then if we go over here to NQ, the AM low was right here. So we weren't even close to it on NQ, and you can see the size of this bullish SMT we ended up having from this low up to this low up here, and then you go over here to ES, we had it went below that low. So we had a huge bullish SMT. So I was thinking, okay, probably could see a long setup form towards that 4 hour draw, and that's exactly what we got. So we had that SMT form. We had this 1 minute bullish for value, or 1 minute bearish for value gap we had right here. We saw a nice closure above that right here. We completely ripped through it. We had really good displacement towards that draw, which was when I went long, targeting that 4 hour high. Again, it's not a lot of points, especially with it being ES, and I had stops right below that fair value gap. Pretty good trade. Hit it pretty much right away, and it was a solid trade. And it was good that I executed on it. Again, I didn't really size the contracts appropriately because this was also ES, so these contracts are significantly smaller, but you get what you get. You don't take a fit. I think I had actually the entries. I turned that entry thing on so you can see when I did enter. Yep, here it is. So right on that candle closure above that fair value gap, or like the one candle after. Oh, this is on the 30-second. That's why it looks weird. Yep, so right on that candle opening right there, went long after we blew through that fair value gap, took profit at that 4 hour high. Just pretty not obvious setup. It was tougher to see that one. That was kind of the only valid setup that I saw because we had kind of chopping down. We displaced up, chopped, and then we're kind of just going up and down and just dumping now. So good to see that entry. Was a really good trade. Glad to see that I executed on it. Again, it wasn't a crazy trade and it was on an eval, but a win is a win, right? When you get that confidence back, feels good. Took a trade, put risk on the table, banged it out today. So wasn't obviously anything crazy. I didn't make $10,000 today, but it is a win. Win's a win. So going to be going into the rest of this week pretty confident. We had no news today. Today was the one day without news, so it would kind of explain why maybe it wasn't the clearest day. We have Trump speaking at 2 o'clock. Today's the only day we don't have high impact news. So tomorrow, Wednesday, we have non-farm employment change, and we have PMI at 10. Thursday, we have unemployment claims, and then Friday, we have 3 red folders at 10, which is going to be very interesting to see how that goes, because usually, when you stack that much news at 10 a.m., kind of cooks the market a little bit. But we'll see. Obviously, came into the day looking for a trade, saw a valid setup, took it, feels good. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So took a good trade on ES, entered on the right index, made sure to do that today. And that's pretty much it until tomorrow. So I made all my TikTok videos, making this YouTube video, recapping everything. And that's pretty much it for today.